the Diddy scandal just got more serious. It's no longer just rumors. A leaked audio clip, which seems to show Meek Mill and Diddy in a compromising situation, is only the beginning. According to federal sources, the FBI doesn't just have one tape. They have hours of footage from Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. This footage is said to be graphic, emotional, and very damaging. Some of your favorite rappers were reportedly seen crying after what happened. This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. These tapes are part of a legal case now, and everything is coming out. So, who are the rappers Diddy allegedly used and left in tears? Let's start with the shocking story everyone's talking about, an audio clip that supposedly captured Meek Mill and Diddy in a private moment. A former security guard claims he recorded it during one of Diddy's wild parties.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statement are true, they got him. They got tapes and stuff.
Now, if Diddy had tapes, the feds have them. That's a lot of blackmail.
The guard says these recordings weren't just one-time things. He claims there's footage of several famous artists in similar situations, all recorded without their permission. The FBI now has this footage as part of their ongoing investigation. One of the earliest tapes is said to involve Usher.
Lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Many people forget that Usher lived with Diddy when he was just 13 years old through a mentorship program. But according to multiple people in the industry, things went wrong. They say Usher was hospitalized after one night at Diddy's house.
Mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
Kid to the hospital. How you send him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that's crazy.
In interviews years later, Usher spoke about that time without giving details. He only said, Diddy showed him another side of the industry and exposed him to things he wasn't ready for. Now that we know more, those words feel very different.
Have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
A producer who worked with both Diddy and Usher during that time said Usher changed after that hospital stay. He became more closed off and less trusting. Even now, Usher rarely talks about that period. He often changes the subject when it comes up. But Usher isn't the only one. Another tape reportedly held by the FBI features YK Osiris. His strange behavior in recent years made people wonder what really happened between him and Diddy.
Yeah, for sure, man. I went broke so goddamn quick, man. Like, back then, 3 years, like 2.5, not 3 years ago, when Worthy came out. Man, I blew that money so goddamn fast, man. What did you buy? Shit. I gave my mama like $250, and then by the time you know it, taxes.
Exactly.
I said, because I ain't know, like, the taxes come out now, they come out during that year. By the time you know my account say, this how much you owe, I said, shit.
How much did you owe?
I think I was like 190 or something.
190,000?
Yeah, something like that. But it was crazy. The money went so quick, bro. It like when you don't have it, it's like when you get it, your mindset changed so many things. Like you start buying so much things.
In early 2021, YK Osiris said he was broke and sold all his luxury cars, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, everything. But a few weeks later, he suddenly posted pictures from an expensive resort in Jamaica, the same place Diddy was staying.
Have you ever met Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to party?
Yeah.
Party?
Man.
Don't he put his fantasies on you.
Bad tonight.
Every time I went with Diddy, that man's the vibe. That must be Diddy bopping. I be trying to know how to Diddy bop. That man fight.
Now you know
when he was asked directly about his relationship with Diddy on The Breakfast Club, YK didn't deny anything. Instead, he blushed and laughed nervously during the whole segment.
I get back to the Sheraton Hotel at Universal. Okay. There's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean tell them what happened? And I sit down with them and they all ask these super sexually exploited, questions, back-sided questions. And I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm gonna do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened, I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind, loving, giving, everything you can think of.
Now, the FBI is going through hours of video footage. Sources say there's a tape that could explain why YK Osiris changed so much and what really happened during those private vacations. If what insiders are saying is true, and that tape is even half as disturbing, then this scandal is far from over. And Diddy may not be the only one in trouble. We also have to mention Aaron Carter. He had many mental health and addiction issues before his tragic death. People close to him said that when he was young, he went to industry parties that left him emotionally shaken.
Only bad thing about a star is they burn up, say turn up, say turn up.
Do you regret ever getting involved?
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old. Because when I did MTV Cribs, the day that I had to go show off that house, my mom and my dad told me, we're getting a divorce, but you still have to go do this. I had to go show off all the stuff my whole life that was going to be taken away from me.
A former manager said Aaron was introduced to secret groups in Hollywood when he was still a teen. In the months before he died, Aaron reportedly started talking more about the traumatic things he experienced. He didn't name Diddy, but people started connecting the dots.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the Uska Smash. You gave me the Uska Smuaf, the Smooth Smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. Gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the but he won't you.
Speaking of how young stars are used, we also need to talk about Burna Boy. In 2020, Diddy suddenly got very involved in Burna Boy's career. He executive produced his album Twice as Tall, even though they hadn't worked together before. During that time, they were always seen together on social media. Rumors began spreading about what was really going on between them. Some images posted online were called fake or edited, but the rumors didn't stop. After the album was done, their partnership ended quickly. This made people in the industry ask questions.
Okay. And I definitely don't sit with people who make child porn films.
It's not our fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
Yo, son, The
He
wanted to
turned,
be rich,
listen
son.
to me. He
Yo,
turned Justin
the nigga
Bieber into
wanted
a
to be
pocket
rich,
pussy.
son.
The fuck?
To be rich,
They put the
son.
baby on. No, I put the coke in your car. Idiot. I put the coke in your car. That Bieber is wrong. Didn't walk away.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I put the coke in your car.
Then there's Orlando Brown. He's been the only person brave enough to say what Diddy allegedly did to him. In several interviews, Orlando said Diddy forced him to be with other rappers, including some of the biggest names in music. Some used to think Orlando was just crazy, but now others believe he's pretending to act unstable on purpose. Music journalist Jaguar Wright said, "Orlando knows exactly what he's doing. Acting crazy gives him freedom to speak truths no one would believe otherwise. It's a survival tactic in this industry."
As far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bashir Gray, August Alsina, your own son.
After Empire, Brisher got into serious trouble. He was arrested after a SWAT standoff and later claimed mental health problems. People in the industry stopped answering his calls. What's scary is how all these stories connect to the same pattern. For years, comedian Cat Williams has warned people about what happens behind the scenes in the music world. In many interviews, Cat said he turned down millions just to protect his values. He claimed he refused sexual offers from powerful people. Now those warnings don't sound so crazy. Joseph Manzaro's civil lawsuit says he was drugged and taken to a Diddy party through an underground tunnel. He says he didn't want to go. The lawsuit also names many big celebrities who were allegedly there. Diddy's lawyers tried to delay or cancel the case, but the judge said there's enough evidence to keep it moving forward. There's a rumor going around that these tapes aren't just for Diddy's investigation, they might be used against other artists too. That could explain why most celebrities are staying quiet. Nobody's defending Diddy, but nobody's calling him out either. One person commented, "This Diddy is not a joke at all. This man been doing this industry for years. They finally got him, and a whole lot of y'all favorite people going to get called out in the process." Another insider said, "The names we are going to confirm will shock you. The Diddy case is ramping up and it's bigger than anyone first imagined. It's all of them. What do you think? Could these tapes bring down more than just Diddy? Are we finally seeing the dark side of the music industry? Tell us in the comments. Remember, the music industry isn't just about talent, it's about power. And when power is not controlled, it always leads to abuse. Stay woke."
You know, there's a short life in
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far, you know? Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.